Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, which you most likely are, welcome to my little family. My name is Jada. Before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I need all the algorithm love that you can give me, please. But today we are going to be recapping and reviewing Love Island episode 2. This video might be going up a tad bit late. That's because my first video took forever to upload, so forgive me for that. So just as a quick recap, we're just going to recap all the couples so far. Timmy and Zita, Jessie and Deb. I forgot all their names already. Is Serenity and Felipe, Sydney and Isaiah, Courtney and Andy. Now, where we left off in the last episode is the two new bombshells invited two boys to go out on a date with them, and Jessie and Felipe rushed their asses to go meet them there. And then we finally find out that the two new girls' names and what they look like, they're both so beautiful. Their names are Maddie and Valerie. Oh, if you see me looking to the left down here, my notes are here, so that's what I'm looking at. Maddie wants to find the love of her life. She's a social media manager for her family's clothing line or clothing business boutique thing, and she's a southern girl. Valerie, she is from Costa Rica. She wants to find love and absolutely does not mind stepping on any of the other girls' feet. That is not the right line. Valerie doesn't mind stepping on any toes. She doesn't mind stirring up the pot. She's glad to do it and here to very much so do so. I love her vibe. I love everything about her. I love her tattoos. Like, she seems like such a cool down ass girl. Checking in on the double date. Literally, the double date is giving me nothing. It's giving boring. It's giving job interview. Even the girls on Twitter, they weren't feeling it. It wasn't high. It wasn't nothing. I don't know. The chemistry wasn't there. The only thing that I really got from the double date was everybody's zodiac signs. So it just makes analyzing the rest of this whole season so much better. Maddie is a Gemini. Felipe is a Gemini. That explains so much. Valerie is a Capricorn. That's why I love her. And Jessie is a Taurus. Okay, back at the villa, Deb and Serenity are basically shaking in their boots. Deb, low-key, is like obsessed with the fact that her and Maddie are both blondes. I know, like, okay, there was one scene where she said, oh, her clip-ins look like they're placed better than mine, ha ha ha, like making jokes and stuff. But it, like, the comments that she kept on making just kept building up to me to be like somewhat weird. Like, okay, you guys are both blondes, we get it. Like, you guys don't look that much more similar besides the fact that you're both blondes. Everybody comes back from the villa. Felipe and Valerie were holding hands, and Serenity was not feeling that. Okay, Serenity and Deb were giving me insecure. I called it the last episode. Give your girl, her props. Their insecurities are peeking through, and it's literally day 2. Like, there's gonna be so many other guys. Like, I don't understand. There's gonna be so many other guys that come through the door. I don't understand what's going on here. But fast forward to around the fire pit where everybody's trying to get to know each other, and I think they were just making a joke or whatever, and then Serenity basically was like getting very possessive over Felipe, like saying, oh no, he's mine, and all this stuff like that. Girl, calm down. First of all, he's not that into you. We knew that from the first episode. He's not that into you. Let it go. Just let him go. He's for the streets. Just let him go. It's okay, honey. Oh, and then they basically all just talk and they all get to know each other, and just Serenity just kept giving like possessive, territorial vibes the whole time. And and to be honest with you guys, like, I hate to keep bringing up stuff about Serenity because I want to be on her team so bad, but she keeps doing things that are just like, I don't know, she's just doing too much too soon. Basically, she's doing too much too soon, and it's making it very hard for me to be on her team, and I want to be on her team so bad. But yeah, so fast forward, we get to the dressing room, and then Deb is talking to Sydney about this whole blonde situation thing with Maddie, and how she's worried because Jessie said that he is attracted to blondes and stuff like that, which is also another everybody has their preferences, right? So anywho, I just don't understand. Like, it's only day 2, people. Day 2. Why are you acting as though you guys have been in these committed relationships for weeks now or months now? You guys just met each other. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Like, let it go. And to be honest with you, because the girls, like, some of these girls are showing their insecurities already, or just showing their ass basically so far. First of all, this season is gonna be very interesting when other guys come in, and it's I wouldn't be surprised if when another guy comes in and these girls switch, like flip the script, but then every time a new girl comes in, they're pissing their pants. Like, it really wouldn't surprise me, genuinely. And it's like, stand up, all of you, stand up. The only two that I feel like aren't that pressed are Zeta and Courtney. Courtney doesn't want shit to do with Andy, and Zeta, she's standing in her, like, in her power. She is showing a little bit of like, oh, don't be messing with Timmy with Maddie, but still, besides that. So fast forward to the next morning, and Serenity finally has a conversation with Felipe about the double date from the night before. And this man basically says that when it goes to like the confessional, he says that he sees Serenity as a friend, but then proceeds to flirt with her and tell her that she needs to be engaged with him, or he needs to, he tells her that she should propose to him. Weird. Just tell the girl that you are not feeling her instead of flirting with her, because she is so lost in the sauce and her own stuff up here. Just let her go. Just let her go, Felipe. Like, tell her that it's not working out and you're interested in Valerie or Maddie. But it's giving Valerie to me right now. But yeah, just be honest with the girl. It's not looking good for either one of them. Like, this is not a good pairing anymore. Then we go to Deb and Jessie with their conversation. They both, you can tell that there's chemistry between the both of them. Like, it's an undeniable chemistry between the both of them. But I feel as though Deb is giving up her power with Jessie, because I understand that, yes, there are two new girls in the villa. That doesn't mean play the broken-hearted girlfriend already. She literally said, oh, he wants to keep his options open. Like, you still, you have to see if we still have a connection. Yes, okay, it's not about him seeing if he still has a connection with you. Like, you should be talking to the other guys too, to see if you have a connection with any of the other guys. You only have seen them for 1-2 days. It's not all about how Jessie plays the field. It's about how Deb plays the field too. It's almost like she's forgetting about herself already, and is like really committed to this man, which is freaky. Also, within that same conversation, she does open up about how hard it is for her to be vulnerable, which to me leads to it's hard for her to trust people, which a lot of people do go through. Being vulnerable is not easy for a lot of people. I commend her for speaking out about that and just like communicating to Jessie that that's something that's hard for her to do. And he did relate back to her about that, but I don't think because being vulnerable is hard for her, it's going to be difficult for her to actually tell Jessie how she feels. So I can already see her bottling up a lot of things that probably bother her that go on, and then probably exploding later on, or being passive aggressive, or just like expressing those emotions in like a less healthy way, which I hope she doesn't do, but I can see that possibly happening. Fast forward to Maddie and Andy talking. Maddie basically is telling Andy how she's all independent and how she, is a social media manager for her family's company. She arranges the photo shoots, all this other stuff. And then Andy is basically so mesmerized by her because she's his type, the blonde hair, blue-eyed thing. And she, as he quotes, her ambition and independence is interesting, or is attractive to him outside of her looks. Isn't that interesting? He's attracted to her independence and ambition. Aren't you a mama's boy? Like, that's not... The math ain't mathin'. I'm just gonna leave that where that is. Val and Isaiah have a conversation, and They both have a very mutual attraction. It's another couple where you can just see the vibe and the chemistry coming off of them. And Val actually does say that Isaiah is her like regular type of guy that she'll go for. She says she's like more physically attracted to him more than feeling in her gut that he's for her and everything. So there's that. Zeta gets a text saying that it's time for the challenge, where they are basically revealing secrets about one another and then doing a kiss in between, like normal Love Island games where they have to stir up some drama. Instead of breaking down all the secrets and stuff, because some of them it's not, I don't know, the game wasn't that intense for me. All it really showed to me was that Serenity again is more into Felipe than Felipe is to her, and Felipe is not interested in Serenity at all romantically. Like, he had a chance to kiss her and he didn't kiss her. He kissed, I think, Courtney and Valerie, and that was it. And it showed me that Deb is insecure as well and was jealous that Courtney kissed Jessie. Okay, but it was surprising to find out that Serenity's parents got her tatas for her college graduation. Go on, girl, do your thing. We also learned that Jessie cheated on a past girlfriend in Mexico with his family. Not really shocking. Not that shocked. I'm genuinely not that shocked after everything else I've learned from this man. So, Andy had sex with 4 girls in 5 days. Okay. Sure. Okay. Sure. We'll go with that. We'll believe that. Sure. So after the game, the girls all sit together and the boys all sit together to chat everything up. Deb basically expresses that Jessie's cheating. She wasn't feeling it. She didn't like it. It's a big no-no for her. And technically it's a deal breaker, but I don't see it lessening her attraction to Jessie, really. Like, I don't see her going for him any less now because she knows that, unless another guy comes in that totally like turns her head like tomorrow. I don't see her really giving up on her connection with Jessie. Valerie gets a text basically saying that her and Maddie are stealing 2 boys tonight, not tomorrow night, tonight. And everybody is shocked. Everybody's bamboozled. Everybody's like, wow, okay. The girls are mostly on edge. The boys don't really care. I think the boys are just more excited than the girls. The girls are very much so on edge. So while the girls are getting dressed, the girls are asking Valerie and Maddie who they, are thinking about choosing, just to get themselves, I guess, ready or prepared to get their couple split up and everything. But both the girls are playing their cards really close to their chest, even though honestly I believe that Valerie is going to choose between Jessie and Isaiah, and then Maddie is going to be choosing between Andy and what's that other boy's name? Timmy. So fast forward to everybody is dressed, everybody's mingling before the recoupling, the mini recoupling I'm going to call it. Oh, Serenity, Deb, and Sydney. Zeta's kind of nervous. Like, she said that she had a gut feeling that Timmy was going to get stolen, but she's not really that pressed, or the producers and the editors aren't showing us that she's that pressed, so it doesn't seem like she is. But shockingly, Sydney is like very pressed about it. Like, she got emotional when she was talking to Isaiah. I don't know what he said to her to make her upset. I don't know if it's the pressure of the whole situation that's getting to her, where she's like kind of breaking down. And this is what I was worried about, what I was talking about in my last video about Sydney starting off at a 10, super confident, like super up there, and then like her confidence and everything just starts to dwindle, or like her shine starts to dwindle because of the pressure and everything of the show. I feel bad that she's feeling this anxious and this nervous about everything, because she's a beautiful girl and she has a good personality. So now it's time for the recoupling, and Maddie chose Andy. I know Courtney's over in the back like cheering herself on, like, yes. I know she's like, I am free. So yay. That was actually a good coupling, that Andy and Maddie are together. Great, excellent. And then it was Val's turn, and that's where it basically left off at a cliffhanger. So we have to wait until tomorrow to figure out who Val coupled up with. I think she's going to couple up with Isaiah. I kind of hope she couples up with Isaiah for Sydney's sake, because Sydney is just cracking, and I think she needs a fresh start. Valerie choosing Isaiah will either make her or break her, and I hope it makes her, to be frankly honest, because she's a bad bitch and there's gonna be other guys that come in and she'll be fine. So I hope she gets her shit together and stands up. I just need Sydney, I need Serenity, and I need Deb to get their shit together and to stand up, okay? Desperately. All right, guys, but that's it for tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please leave your comments down below because I want to hear who you guys think that Valerie is going to choose in the recoupling tomorrow. If you guys want to connect with me, in real time, I am starting to live tweet. I'll most likely leave my Twitter handle like right here. Literally, Love Island is probably the only thing I'm going to be tweeting about. If not Love Island, I might be tweeting about Big Brother, but it's mainly going to be Love Island. So I will see you guys next time in the next one. See you soon. Bye.